I'm sleepy. Wow. This is the just roll out of bed look. Yay. I'm going to get ready for some cardio and show y'all a little day in the life video today.
Number 56, Caroline Diaz-Cuida.
Alright. Drink some more water. Got my headphones. My new ethics hat, representing. And I gotta put my sweatshirt on. And then it's go time. Breakfast today is jasmine rice with ground turkey, and I add in coconut aminos, some sea salt, and no salt, and, because I'm a child, a little baby fruit pouch. So, full honesty, transparency, as always, the past couple of weeks, I've been having a harder time with my food balance and just really enjoying a lot of different foods. Some in diet, some not in diet, and I, later in the day, will feel like this need to just eat more, even though I'm not really hungry. So I'm trying to work on that, figuring out what are the triggers, why am I doing this, and a lot of it comes down to either feeling alone or feeling bored. So instead, I'm starting to journal more or occupy my mind in another way so that I don't focus on the lack in wanting to fill that void with food. And that's something a lot of women, I think, go through, especially when you work so hard for a goal like bodybuilding and you've got a specific date in mind. And then when you're done with the show, it's like, well, what's next? So it's really good to have some ideas for what you want to focus on next coming out of a show. So for me right now, I'm really focusing on my coaching and launching the new Feminine Health Enhanced course that is going to be on Thursday, August 19th, 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm super excited to spend a couple hours teaching people about women's health in research, hormone health, and how do we pair that with proper enhancement that's going to lead to the least potential risks and side effects so that women can still reach their aesthetic and strength goals. So that's a work in progress right now, and getting a lot of people reaching out to sign up. So if you're one of those, send me an email at strongsweetcaroline@gmail.com. Be glad to get you all registered and ready to go. Finally heading out the door after I had my cardio, had a little hanky-panky time with husband, and then made breakfast, worked on some content stuff for TikTok and Instagram, and now it's time to go to Costco and pick up all the good goods, aka chicken, vegetables, basically bodybuilder foods. I swear, this is always the worst part of coming to Costco is the line for the gas. But I'm not too far back. I think I'm 4 cars. So this week I got my period back, hallelujah. And I was actually expecting it because I was feeling my body changing. I was emotional. It literally felt like my luteal phase. And I told a couple of my friends that, my husband that, and lo and behold, I got my period. And so the past 3 days, cramp-wise, were pretty brutal, which I expected. However, the flow was actually lighter than I thought it was going to be, but that is indicative of what came up in my labs, which if you haven't watched that video, go check that one out, that my progesterone's low. So if you have a lighter period or you almost get no period, usually that's a sign your progesterone is being underproduced. So a few ways that you can support that, specifically with hormone balancing, making sure your estrogen's not too high, and also supporting progesterone production, whether it's something like a chastase berry, Progon B, or going on a artificial progesterone. So work in progress, but that's all I can ask for, and I'm really happy that I got it. And this is the first time it's come back that quickly after a show. I honestly can't recall the last time that I got one back so quickly, so now it's a matter of maintaining it. Making sure that I get 3 periods in a row so that I know, okay, my hormones are actually in a good spot. And that's when I'll end up getting my labs done again to see if my levels actually did improve. And now I'll know like where I'm at in my menstrual phase so that I can make sure I get my blood work done in my luteal cycle day like 18 to 21 or so. I made it back home. I ended up stopping at Whole Foods on the way back because it was right there. I've been craving some bread, so I'm gonna make French toast with this. Got a little bit of salad ingredients for my salad later. And then burger buns for David to go with some ground beef. Got sea bass. Yummy. Mushrooms. This amazing stir fry. This is for David as well. Chicken that I'm about to throw in the crock pot. Some eggs. There's the beef, which technically is bison. And then these are for David. So now that my day has been all errands, which is fine. Sometimes it's nice to just have a day where you're getting stuff done. I am going to meal prep some chicken in the crock pot, which has been David's favorite way to eat it. And any of you who are married to a picky husband, you know that having food available for them to eat is critical, or else they get cranky. So, actually, I forgot to show you this teriyaki bowl I got from Whole Foods for him too. He's in a meeting right now, but that way I don't think he's eaten since I made his breakfast this morning. So, trying to be the good wife. But what I'm gonna do is start off with my chicken breast here. Just flicked it all on my face. You could also make this into a little marinade if you wanted to and cook them stovetop. But what I'm making is shredded chicken with this. So I'm gonna put it on a lower setting for 4 hours, and it holds very easily after that. So it's great. Notice that all of the chicken is covered. There's not much liquid left, which is fine because as they cook down, they're gonna juice up. So we have the chicken in there. I'm gonna turn it on low for 4 hours. Actually, let's do, yeah, I'm gonna do 4. If they aren't done, then I'll just cook it a little bit longer. But I have a tendency to overcook chicken, so not risking it. So now I'm going to get ready for the gym. My pre-workout meal is back. If you guys followed my prep videos, frozen oats, and they are like real frozen right now. So into the microwave for about 20 seconds because I don't want it unthawed. I just want it broken up so I can eat it. So on the edges gets really soft, but you basically just gotta stir it up. There we go. And I mixed in Morphin Nutrition's birthday cake protein with some cinnamon and flaxseed. If you really want to get fancy, you could add in like berries, jelly, a cookie. I might add a cookie. Cookie sounds good. Alright, here it is with some almond flour chocolate chip cookie and coconut whipped cream. It's about to be delicious. I don't normally take a pre-workout, but today is one of those days. So I'm gonna do half a scoop of Alphagen. Y'all, loaded down. And the dosage. That's the biggest thing you need to look at when you're looking at any type of supplement. What dosaging do they use? So I'm doing a half a scoop because if you see, where is it? Caffeine anhydrous. 200 milligrams per scoop. I don't need that much. I usually do fine with like 100 milligrams in a day, whether it's from coffee or tea. So that's what I'm doing. And I don't dry scoop anything. I don't think the absorption's as good. It makes me like sneeze every time too. Literally right up the nose. Okay. Oh my god. Dang, this is spicy. finger fries, watermelon, and that is chicken and rice. Just made it home from a successful upper body session, and I changed into some comfy clothes. Got a consult call in about a half hour. So for the next half hour, I'm just gonna kind of unwind, de-stress, prepare for the consult. I talk to clients all over the world. This one's in Australia, and today we're just talking about her physique and her interest in possibly enhancing her physique and doing a wellness competition in the near future. She's got, I think, a CrossFit or a running background, so not as familiar with bodybuilding. So it'll be fun to talk with her. I always enjoy these conversations that are more about someone's previous experience and then what they want to do going forward, because it's really like an open door conversation. But this is one of the fun things I get to do in my job. And that's something, like, to your point, I've been doing competitions for about 5 years, but I'm trying to find a balance now. I'm 29 years old, and it's like, I don't want to just do this for a stage. I want to do this for life and be able to maintain a healthy physique, a good balance with my nutrition, be able to recover. To your point, I typically train 5 days a week, but those 2 rest days, I'm still doing cardio, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing some type of movement activity, because I just don't like to be sedentary. Like, our lives, we're already sedentary on a computer most of the day. Like, to me, that's kind of like depressing to think about. So I don't want to waste that. So when it comes to like clients like yourself, I want to make sure that, number one, whatever you're currently doing, if we're adding or complementing that, I want to make sure it fits your lifestyle and your goal. Because sometimes people try to add too much and they're like, I just can't do this amount of water in a day, or I can't add an extra cardio session, or whatever it may be. And that's fine, because you just have to know like what your lifestyle looks like, what your limitations are, but also what do you want to prioritize. So if this is like you're all in, then it makes it a lot easier versus someone who's like, well, I've got a final for nursing school, or they've got like other priorities. That's cool. They just need to know that before they commit to something, right? Just finished the consult, which was super fun, and possibly signing her on as a client, so I'm gonna follow up with her in a little bit. But now I'm making some food. Fade out. I hate doing this, but I don't want to put this much water right now. I couldn't breathe. Oh my god.